Hi guys and welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be analyzing the American stock market, being focused on the Nasdaq Composite Index and the Tesla stocks, while for the crypto market we will be analyzing Bitcoin, being the crypto of all cryptocurrencies. Please subscribe to our channel if you want us to keep releasing technical analysis for free, while if you want to receive our real-time alerts and our trading signals generated by our robot, then you might want to join our growing community on Patreon. You will find the link in the description field. As you can see here, we have the Nasdaq Composite on a weekly basis, while beneath we have two proprietary indicators. Last bull trend and last buy signal generated by our robot was given at around 9,500 points, between 900,000 points and 10,000 points, while both the two proprietary indicators were in buy mode. Let's say something about the macro scenario right now. What is happening is that we have experienced an increase in terms of bond rates. As you all know, there is a direct proportionality between the inflation rate and the bond rates, while there is an inverse proportionality between the bond rates and the stock market. That's why I've been suggesting my patron to switch more into European market rather than the American one, even if obviously the American market is the leading in the world, and actually once we analyze the American market we can have an idea of what is going to happen even worldwide. Okay, so Europe, Oceania, etc. So what is happening is that we see an increase in terms of bond rates, and when that happens normally we see a decrease in terms of stock market. In other words, what happens is that the big investors, the big hands, switch their liquidity, so they stop buying stocks while they start buying bonds, and the reason is simply because the bond rates start to going up. Okay, so we see this there is a dichotomy between the bond market and the stock market. Okay, so there is an inverse proportionality. So now, since we are experiencing an increase in terms of bond rates, we should be expecting a falling market for especially for the American one. Okay, so for my patrons, I've been actually suggesting a series of stocks which can be both in order to defend us by the upcoming retrace for the market. So what we see here is that once we analyze the two property indicators, the green curve for the first one is still above the red one, and for the second indicator, the green curve is above the blue one. But once we'll be experiencing a cross, in this case a green curve crossing below the red one, in this case the green curve crossing below the blue one, definitely we're going to retrace. So where we might see the Nasdaq Composite over the next weeks? Definitely, as I've been stating several times, we're going to hit and to retest this area, 12,000 US dollar. From there, I do believe we are going through a period of rebound. We will be experiencing a rebound to then break again below this area with the final test at 10,000 US dollar. Okay, so now how we can exploit a market tumbling down. Okay, so if we believe that somehow the market is going to experience a movement or a retrace movement, how we can exploit this? I've been telling several times that it's time to sell short, to strongly sell short Tesla. Let's have a look at my property indicators. They went in buy mode in November 19. At the time, Tesla was worth 80 US dollar. From there, from 80 US dollar, we have seen a huge run up till right now at 68, 67 US dollar. Okay, right now the second property indicator has exited by the buy long, which means we have experienced a huge gain from 70 US dollar till right now this long black candle, this long weekly black candle. Okay, so my property indicator has actually have given us a fantastic signal. Right now what is happening is that we still don't see the green curve below the blue one, so we are not still in a sell short mode. At least the robot is still not in sell short mode, even if my robot is composed by 4 different indicators over 2 time frames. So this one is just one part of my of what is part of my algorithm. So what we are going to experience, again, we definitely see Tesla between 500 and 400 US dollar. From here I've been saying several times, we are going through a strong retrace, through a strong rebound. So we are going to rebound strongly from this area between 400 and 500 US dollar. But again, we shouldn't be fallout because we are then moving back. In terms of fundamental analysis, Tesla is inside a gigantic bubble, something never seen in the history. I know that over YouTube you see videos where they say that Tesla is going to hit 3,500, 5,000 and even 10,000 US dollar, but we have to be realistic, as I always say, ethic first, money second, okay? So another reason why I've been calling a top for the next 2 years for Tesla is because we have here this long white candle with the increase, a huge increase in terms of amplitude. When that happens, we know that we are at the end of, in this case, a very long uptrend, okay? So let's now move on and let's analyze Bitcoin and let's see where we are with Bitcoin, with the king of all cryptocurrencies. Okay, so for Bitcoin right now we are around Bitcoin against US dollar, we are around 44,000 US dollar, and as you can see here, even in this case, the robot has generated a fantastic buy signal around 13,000 points, 30,000 US dollar, and actually what we see here information is a bearish, is a strong bearish pattern, okay, with the long black candle engulfing completely the previous long white candle. So what is going to happen next? Okay, until we see this weekly chart, the two curve oriented upwards with the derivatives superior to the zero, like in for both cases. Okay, what is happening right now? We should consider just as a retrace from a strong uptrend. So definitely we are not inside the downtrend, which means the chances to see Bitcoin going up are still very high. Okay, so they are actually superior than the chances to see Bitcoin tumbling down. Yet this is a bearish, a strong bearish pattern, which when happen at the top, at the end of a bull trend, actually is the telling us that we might see really, we might be at the end of the uptrend. Okay, so where we see Bitcoin right now, definitely we're going to retest this area between 38 and 40,000 US dollar, which will be the key threshold area. Until Bitcoin will be moving above this area between 38 and 40,000 US dollar, we might even see some excursion in this area 33,000. Okay, that's this all this area between 33, 34 and this 40,000 US dollar. Until Bitcoin will be moving above this area, definitely the uptrend for Bitcoin is not over yet. What it might happen is that we might go through a period of actually of horizontal movement, okay, which could also be a distribution phase. In this case, if we understand and we can use different strategies, that we might see that we might be inside the distribution phase. Actually, every time we see a movement up is for us a time to go out from Bitcoin. While if we break above 60,000 US dollar, definitely we are definitely going skyrocketing till 100,000 US dollar, and that will be happening in a very fast way. Again, I've been calling several levels for Bitcoin. All of them has been hit. So I said after 45, I said 50, and if we broke, I said that if we were breaking above 50, we were going to hit 60,000 US dollar, which actually happened. So right now we are definitely going to test this area around 40,000 US dollar, between 38 and 40,000 US dollar. We are still safe. If we break below this area, below 30,000, 33,000 US dollar, then definitely we are starting the bearish momentum, the bearish phase for Bitcoin. Let's also remember the last uptrend, the last bullish period for Bitcoin was actually was lasting for 2 years, which actually would project us till July if the 2 years will be confirmed even for the current bull trend. That being said, absolutely, it's extremely important to underline that trends are never equal to each other, or let's say even better, waves. So in other words, cycles are never or almost never equal to each other, which means if you think to the sea waves, you know that they can differ in terms of amplitude and in terms of length. Okay, so guys, how we can exploit the possible upcoming descending phase for the market. For the stock market, definitely we can sell short the high-tech American companies. For those one who wants to have the levels and the specific companies. So in other words, for those one who wants to receive the trading signals generated by robot, which include also the American stocks, the high-tech American stocks, then you have to join our growing community on Patreon. Okay. For the cryptos, we might switch into Tether for a period until we will see. We will better understand if we are still in the bull trend cycle, or if we are actually at the beginning, or if we are approaching the descending phase of the cycle. Okay, right now again, what we see here is a bearish pattern, but until we'll be above this area, 38,000 US dollar, we are definitely inside bull trend, and then we will need to reevaluate once we will have more data. Thank you guys.